library of Akhzan. They're even stronger here. The void energy permeates that ancient keep. I suspect the Dark Heart hides somewhere inside, and I fear that it's growing stronger. Interesting. The Dark Heart hasn't fully awakened, but I did feel it stir. We need to find the Dark Heart, whatever it is, and prevent Rada and Belain from using it. I thought it was a dwarven artifact, but then why was I drawn to Night Hollow Keep? Very little, I'm afraid. The whole idea of a kingdom of ancient vampire clans hiding in the depths of Blackreach, well, I thought it was nothing more than a legend. Let's explore the keep and see what we can learn while we try to find the Dark Heart. Let's you and I split up and search the keep while Gwendis returns to Markarth. We know Lady Belain has something in mind for the city, and one of us should be close at hand. Inside, look for personal items. I can use them to glean information. One of my talents involves auramancy magic. Certain inanimate objects, especially items that hold significant personal value, can become imbued with the auras of those who possess them. Sometimes I can read vague impressions, sometimes more. I don't see how. Rada al-Siran was a Yakutan swordmaster before he came to Tamriel. His vampirism is a result of a meeting with Molag Bal. At least that's how I understand it. Lady Belain, however, her origins are unknown to me. A good question. We know that Rada promises freedom to the Grey Host. He spent centuries bringing the various elements of his plan together. How the Night Hollow fit in, I can't say. At least not yet. Hopefully the answers await us in the keep. Now, Gwendis, you know I never ask anything without good reason.
Taste our steel!
What do you think you'll make with that?
Think! Move! That's got it! For glory!
You're never content to rest on your laurels. I admire that.
No remorse! Take us!
There you are. See if you can find a personal object within this ancient study. Did you find something? Bring it here. What did you find? My auramancy works best on a personal possession, something with an emotional aura, or even an arcane residue clinging to it. Let me see. A pity the stone is damaged, but it still retains a trace of magical aura. There are different ways to evoke echoes of the past. Objects that people wore or carried tend to collect and hold strong impressions. No, but it appears to be a pin or an emblem of some kind. The owner would have worn it on their clothing, close to their body. Good. Let's see if it has anything to show us. Keep your eyes open and observe.
A gift for me, my love.
I have chosen. Tonight, you and Rain will drink from the Dark Heart.
I have longed for this moment, my lady.
Soon, you will be a lord of the Night Hollow clan. One of my chosen.
So Lady Belain did belong to the Night Hollow clan. Interesting. I sensed that Lady Belain was ancient. The vision confirms she was not only part of the Night Hollow clan, she was their leader. The Dark Heart gets more interesting at every turn. How did they drink from it? For that matter, what did they drink? Yes, but we need more information. I can deduce that the Dark Heart is some sort of power source. That much is obvious. And it's tied to the void energy we encountered. Plus, the currents got stronger when Arana's sister sacrificed her clanmates. Yes, I noticed that too. Whether due to the long centuries of isolation or something more sinister, they are shadows of their former selves. Take the insignia with you and keep exploring. Now that it's charged, more memories may reveal themselves. I cast auramancy upon the insignia. The lingering magic may reveal additional scenes from the past as you explore these halls. Phantasms, really. Harmless. And keep watch for more void portals. As at Arctazand, they may help you navigate this place.
Huzzah!
The hunger destiny. Hunger drives me mad. I need the dark heart. Please.
No! Death cannot claim the Night Hollow!
Ah, this looks promising. A noble's chamber, I think. Take a look around. Have you found something I can cast my auramancy upon? My explorations have turned up very little, but it looks like you've had better luck. What did you find? Exactly what I was hoping for. I suspect the Night Hollow nobles wore these as a badge of rank. Let's see what we can learn with a little more auramancy.
We broke through. The way to the Dark Heart is open.
But the heart falters. Something is wrong.
Damn dwarves. They depleted its energy.
Seal the dark halls. Until the heart recovers, only those who bear the sign of the inner circle may partake of its gifts.
That's over with, I suppose. Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
I think I understand what happened to the Night Hollow clan. I suspect Lady Belaine is the survivor of a long decline. While the rest of her clan slid into madness, she alone remained to carry on their legacy. Such a bitter pill for a proud vampire. That memory comes from a later time. The Lord spoke of opening a way to the Dark Heart, which implies the Night Hollow lost access to it at some point. But what are these dark halls Lady Belaine spoke of? Where can we find them? Perhaps. And maybe we have the key. Lady Belaine said that only those who bear the sign of the Inner Circle can utilize the heart. That must refer to the insignias you found. Let's look for these dark halls. More than likely, the dark halls lie below us somewhere. See if you can find a way down while I attempt to trace the currents of void energy that radiate throughout this ruin. One of us should find a way through. The best answer may be none of them. I suspect the Dark Heart may have been here before all of them. More than likely, they found it, and made use of it. Across the ages, different people may have been drawn to its power. We may never know for sure. Perhaps. It's curious, isn't it? I wonder if the Dark Heart has a purpose of its own. And we better keep going. Until we actually find this thing, all we have, I guess, is... To the dark halls. As you can see, powerful magic wards the door. Perhaps I can draw a memory from it.
A dormant dark heart is of little use to us, Belaine.
It can be awakened, but I need to get the help of the Reach Witches.
Patience, Belaine. Not until I restore the Grey Host. Not until we unlock the orrery.
More delays. Very well. But the Dark Heart must beat again, Rada al-Saran. Nothing else matters.
It seems Rada came here a long time ago. This is the most recent... Did you see? Rada and Belaine made some sort of deal centuries ago, and now the conditions of that deal have almost been fulfilled. We can't let them fully awaken the Dark Heart. I've been thinking about what you told me. I believe the Ghost Song ritual primed the Dark Heart, opening a path between this world and the Void. The Void energy is stronger here, but it lacks direction. I fear they require a greater sacrifice. Something as powerful as the Dark Heart that's been asleep for millennia may stir from the taste of a few souls, but I suspect it needs a banquet to awaken fully. Perhaps, if we hurry, it won't come to that. Because Rada had not yet raised a new army. And he had other preparations to make, no doubt. Centuries don't matter much to immortal vampires. Now hold up the intact insignia. Let's see if we're right and it grants us access to the dark halls. A tunnel? The Night Hollow left the Dark Heart where they found it, instead of bringing it to their keep. Strange.
Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse.
Left his belongings here. They had a story to tell. A well-made weapon, placed with care. Let me try my auramancy.
We're dying. There's nothing you can do.
I refuse to accept that, Idrisen. But one of us must remain strong to save the others. I will take the remaining energy from the Dark Heart. It will sustain me until I determine how to make it beat again.
No, Belaine. You know blood no longer sustains us. If you take the last of the Heart's energy, the rest of us will starve.
How horrible. The Dark Heart gave the Night Hollow unbelievable power, but they were dependent on it. They lost the ability to draw sustenance from blood. As the Dark Heart slowed and fell into slumber, they became diminished. It appears that Lady Belaine took the last of the void energy for herself, enough to saturate her and keep her strong through all these long centuries, while the clan around her starved and turned feral. Apparently not. Feeding on void energy changed them. They lost the ability to take nourishment from the blood of mortals. I suspect Lady Belaine believes that her clan will recover once the Dark Heart begins to beat again. And she's probably correct. Feel the void energy. That's the Dark Heart.
Dark Heart must be fed. I will see to Markarth.
Rather, no. We must not awaken the Dark Heart.
I stopped heeding your advice a long, long time ago, Piranhas.
Idrisen, slay these meddlers!
Deal with Lady Belaine's minions. I'll try to stop Rada.
Fulfilling an oath and saving my brethren, our brethren. This is the way it must be, Piranhas. You will understand in time.
Awakens. I can't stop it.
Feed, you heart of darkness. Feed on the souls of Markarth, and soon my brethren will be free.
Those souls. The people of Markarth. Brother, what have you done? The Dark Heart. The piece of the primal void trapped in our world. No wonder it warps the very weave of existence all around it. Look up. We're directly beneath the library of Arkzand. The Dark Heart, it powers the orrery. But to what end? The Dark Heart feeds on death. You saw that when the Ghost Song clan was sacrificed. Only he's offering the Heart a much larger feast. All the Reach folk in Markarth. He sent Lady Belaine there to finish what is undoubtedly already begun. Correct. As part of Lady Belaine's peace with the Grey Host. Just another horrible deception. Let's get out of this place. There may still be a way to save the people of Markarth. That lift over there should take us to the library grounds. Hurry. Look at the dome. I now understand the what of our enemy's plan, if not the why of it. Rudder had centuries to set this in motion, yet I don't see how the orrery can free the Grey Host. As for Lady Belaine, the Dark Heart beats again. Her Night Hollow are reborn. No, not yet. Our enemy has gained a momentary success, but now we know the extent of their plans. Knowledge is a powerful weapon, my friend. This isn't over. We can still pull victory from the void. Because of you, we still have a chance. Our enemy advances on two fronts, my friend, and we must match them move for move. Rada al-Siran has activated the orrery, while Lady Belaine has gone to Markarth. Worse, the Dark Heart beats stronger with every soul that flows into it. The attack on Markarth has begun, but we can still save the city if we hurry. Go. Warn Ard-Kadak. Tell him to defend his people. Every life saved is one less soul for the Dark Heart. I will deal with Rada. After you warn Kadak, find Lady Belaine, defeat her, and the Reach folk will stand a better chance against the assaulting army. And if you can end the massacre, that will stop the flow of energy into the Dark Heart. Now go! I'll find a way to deal with Rada. Lady Belaine and the Grey Host, I leave in your hands. Stop them from feeding the Dark Heart, and it should fall dormant again. With any luck, that will put an end to whatever Rada plans to do with the orrery.
The day is ours! always something new to learn.
This place. Oblivion take you!
Fellow traveler, care for a story? Well, a veteran can't pick his audience, especially in a place like this. Don't suppose you could... Well, a veteran can't pick his audience. Well, I have a few recitals prepared. A tale of gods and sorrow. Or one of battle. Maybe a bit of history, perhaps. That each holds tales not like any from the Outlands.
barrier! Over here! The Grey Host... The Grey Host came out of nowhere, hit the city like a giant's hammer, vampires and werewolves, rending and killing anyone they could catch. The Ardsfolk thought they were safe in Markarth. Only fools put their trust in walls. Just like what Nathari did to my clan. The bastards. Arana brought us here to help, but it may be too late. They aren't only marching towards the gates, they're coming at us from beneath the city. Lady Belain unsealed the doors to Nichuan-Zel and let the Grey Host into the city. We arrived just in time to fend off the first wave. Can't make any promises about the next. Go to Understone Keep. Tell Ard Kaddick and Arana what you told me. Stay sharp and keep alert on your way to Understone Keep. The Grey Host could attack again at any moment. The vampire noble, your friend Varandus, he convinced Arana that we had to help defend Markarth. We marched when Gwendis gave us the word. Besides, Arana and Kaddick are both of the Reach. Reach folk stick together against outsiders. We always have.
There you are. After all your talk, I was beginning to think you'd abandoned us. The Grey Host raided my city. Killed more of my people than I like, but we held them off. Barely. Now those bastards are gathering in Nichuan-Zel for their next attack. Well, they certainly did a good job with their first... Might have succeeded, if not for Arana. She drove off Belain, saved my sorry hide. As soon as I can assemble my troops, we'll strike back! Damn it, outsider! But your words ring true. All right. Defense only. For now. Arana had that look in her eyes, though. I think she plans to try to deal with Belain on her own. Now, if you have the mind, go to Nichuan-Zel and help the witch rebel, eh? Watch your step in Nichuan-Zel. From what we could tell, the Grey Host was gathering there for days before the attack. Even without the vampires and werewolves, there are old traps and metal monsters to contend with. Dwarves never did like company. A strong witch, in all her anger, is a force of nature. Arana blames Lady Belain for what happened to her old clan, and rightly so. Sounds like Belain got into poor Nathari's head. The old ways. Even I'm not fool enough to want them back. Ha! My gran would scare us with tales of the Night Lords who once ruled the Reach from the land below. Always thought she was just trying to frighten the children. Like most of the Vadishran legends, I suppose there was a kernel of truth in her stories. She gave me good...
Hang on, hero. I did a bit of scouting and you need to hear what I have to say. Nichuan-Zel is crawling with Grey Host soldiers, not to mention all the dwarven constructs that clank around down there too. I didn't see her, but I wasn't able to advance very far into the Undercity. Since you're obviously on your way to help her, and I've delivered all the messages I had, I'm going back to the Library of Arksand. I hate that Varandus has a past, but he is an ancient vampire. I can't expect him to have remained alone for centuries until he met me. His connection to Rada al-Saran, though. He needs to be careful. His feelings are going to get him into trouble. Verandis always tries to see the good in people, but any good Rada al-Saran had dried up a long time ago. Look, someone needs to help Verandis, and you have to find Arana and deal with Lady Belain. But maybe when you're finished, you can come join us.
I sensed a friendly presence. Thank the spirits. I wanted to finish this, but Belain, she's too strong. And the Grey Host. I tried to return to Markarth, but got turned around. I chased Lady Belain into the depths, battled her to a standstill. Then she summoned the Grey Host. She fled while I fought them off. To the orrery, I think I heard her tell the Grey Host commander. Listen, I sensed something else down below. A second keystone. Find it, and you'll be able to enter the orrery chamber. Forget me. Get the second keystone. Don't let Belain draw any more power from the Dark Heart. Don't linger, Harrier. All this death, it fuels the Dark Heart, making it stronger with every passing moment. Find that keystone, and stop Lady Belain. Hurry. I already feel my strength returning. It's the Dark Heart. Like the ghost song witches of old, I feel its power stirring within me. I hear the whispering of Namira. The Spirit Queen is with me. I won't die in this place. No, not in and of itself. Like all of Namira's gifts, how we use it is where good and evil come in. It's Belain who is twisting it to this vile purpose. Stop her. Go on. I'll gather my strength and then see where the Spirit Queen wants to lead me. Down the stairs, then look for the vaults. That's where I fought Lady Belaine.
Good.
That was easy.
It's a trap! Fight them all!
Keep them on the defensive.
I'm as frustrated as you are, Gwendis. We don't have a keystone, and I haven't been able to discern another way to get inside. Try as I might, I haven't been able to penetrate the wards on the door into the orrery. The dwarven magic is too powerful. Without a keystone of our own, we'll never get inside. Another keystone? It seems the spirits of the Reach smile favorably upon us after all. But you say Lady Belain escaped from Arana. Any idea where she may have gone? No one has entered or departed by these doors in all the time I've been here. It's clear that Rodda and Belain know more about this old dwarven structure than we do, though. They must have another way to come and go as they need. By all means, if it works, we can finally confront Rodda and Lady Belain. Together, perhaps we'll fare better than Arana. I can get through to Rodda. I must.
Rodda! Stop this! There is no stopping it now. More adjustments to this infernal machine, and all will be ready.
This won't save your brothers and sisters. I told you it's impossible.
Oh, but you're wrong. About so many things. Can't you feel it, Barandis? The tug of the dark heart on your cursed soul.
Leave him alone!
The Dark Heart. You're going to sever our souls from Bhaal?
You see, once I gather the Exarchs to my side, my ancient promise will be fulfilled. Belain, spare Barandis and his cherished daughter. Dispose of the rest.
Come and gaze upon the hearts. Come and witness my true power.
will be ours! They made their choices. So be it. I'm not afraid of you.
Your spirit queen favors you over me? hollow shall rise again! No! This is impossible! The Dark Heart sustains me!
Warrior.
Can I help you with something?
Lady Belaine. Is she dead? The Spirit Queen, Namira. She required a champion. She gave me the strength to press on, despite my wounds. No, that strength is gone. She is the spirit of death and decay. Belaine defied natural death, as all vampires do. Using Namira's energy like that, it was an affront. I am happy to have done my part. Verondis needs your help. Go, Harrier. Use this one last portal. Please, help Verondis. I see it now. The Lord of the Grey Host threatens all Nirn.
Your timing is perfect. Get to the far platform and throw the switch. It will take all of us to stop this infernal machine.
Tell me, what of Lady Belaine? If you hadn't arrived when you did, Gwendis and I would not have been able to power down the orrery. Thank you. But tell me, what of Arana and Lady Belaine? I could feel them. It was like a battle in the darkness. So it was Belaine's death I felt in the darkness. Rodder was right. For some reason, the connection I have to the Dark Heart is strong. But there was something else. Another sensation. Where's Arana, my friend? Arana dead. That's another soul lost to the void. Between her and those that perished at Markarth, the Dark Heart ate well this day. I'd like you to return to Understone Keep. Tell Ardkadak that despite what we have lost, Markarth is safe.
You sure you'll be alright here by yourself, Verondis?
I shall return to Markarth shortly.
What am I saying? Of course you will. But if you're not back soon, I'll come and drag you to Markarth myself.
It's do or die. Use a stamina potion!
Ah, here's one whose report we need. What news? We did as you said, Rover. We defended the city and kept our people safe. Then, all of a sudden, the Grey Host turned and fled. And I barely got to kill a dozen or so of the bastards myself. Do I have you to thank for this unexpected turn of events? Well, that explains everything. Someone will sort out the details and tell them to me later, eh? All that matters is the Grey Host called off their attack and departed as soon as they lost their leaders. But where's Arana? I want to thank the witch. Arana promised to stop Lady Boleyn, no matter what. Trust a Reach Witch to make her own words come true. At least it was a good death, given in a noble cause, and Markarth still stands. We'll remember what Arana did, and we'll remember you as well. They scattered and fled! Good riddance. Between Arana's Wilders and my Stonehands, we held them back. And when you cut off the head, they were done with this fight. There's some cleanup to be done in the wilderness, but nothing we can't handle.
We stopped Lady Boleyn from gorging the Dark Heart with all the souls of Markarth, but we can't bring back the dead. Still, the Heart awakened but never reached full power. We turned back the Grey Host and killed Boleyn. That's a victory, my friend. The orrery remains charged with void energy, but the Dark Heart was never completely filled, and it already wanes. That means we denied Rada al-Siran a limitless source of power. Rada may have escaped for the moment, but we will find him. Any surviving Night Hollow clan members are bound to the Dark Heart. As it wanes, so will they. When you destroyed Lady Belain, you sealed the doom of her entire clan. That threat is ended forever, thanks to you and Irana. Yes, whether through the use of the orrery or some other means, Rada tied the void energy to the Grey Host. And due to my past affiliation, that seems to include me. I can feel it, hear its dark whisper. I need to ponder the implications. Soon. For now, savor this victory. The courage of mortals, not some buried relic, is the true heart of the Reach. You've saved countless lives, and proved to the Reach folk that not all outsiders are a threat to this land. Rada's time will come.
We
You're
defeated
never content to
evil
rest on your
today.
laurels. I
An
admire
ancient
that.
darkness at the very heart of the Reach that threatened to destroy us all. These outsiders stood beside us and made our troubles, our enemies, their own. Let them hear our thanks. Look around you, people of the Reach. Markarth still stands. See your fellow Reach folk, and know we will always fight for our land and our ways.
plotting something. I only wish I could split her skull myself.
Arana and her rebels saved us the trouble.
I know. Who'd have thought we'd owe our lives to that lot?
Can't you just be grateful?
The hour demand.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you! I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker! I don't know any Brondoled. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours. Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice. The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidek Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them. Take Brondol's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Braun was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Wilhelm is like that. We're stuck between the despot of Markarth and the Scold King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without a threat of war. It is exhausting living this way. They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices. Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachmen would hire Nords, so. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
Ugh. I hope you're enjoying. Protect your faith.
lifetime of fight.
Hold up there, youngblood.
Have a passion for alchemy? Be a part of my exciting research.
Sailing giants.
Vestige? You're a sight for sore eyes. Feels like it's been ages since, well, you know. I'd invite you for a drink, but I'm about to present myself to royalty just as soon as my contact arrives. He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly. We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be? The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out. Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King. Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris will need to bring me proof he cannot ignore. Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece. Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man? Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. He will not easily earn the High King's trust.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondald? Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondald was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Euron the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over. Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondel thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this? Brondel mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega, who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog, who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us. We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back alleys and the Lonely Troll Inn. Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Horkface? Don't know any Brondel. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
My friend asked nicely. Talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Kasala! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard. Come on, partner. We're done here. Must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana?
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you? Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend? Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though. His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Let's talk outside, partner. So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first. We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
Just needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn? Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too? Until Casala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead. Alas, Casala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed? Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. Good job with the sentry. You got rid of him and I didn't have to bash him or anything. See if you can pick the lock while I keep watch. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
I knew whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after? A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King? Gimme that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods. Especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes. No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this. The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll. I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose? Without a doubt, the Coven's attack on Yoren involved a ritual. Why hire locals, though? Seems like an unnecessary risk. And how does the Breton figure in? I suppose using different people draws less attention. Something. No reason not to. Head there while I circle around from the other direction in case they're already on the move. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner before we actually figure out what we're up against. Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
He's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him.
Right behind you, partner.
I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
Practice makes the master.
over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge? Kilcreath? The Temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult? Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can. You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
Disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Don't be alarmed. I mean you no harm. But there are Harrow fiends swarming around Kilcreath Temple who do. Head back to safety before they find you. I'm sorry, but you're too late. An unnatural storm struck the temple and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Harrow fiends. Harrow fiends are feral vampires. A byproduct of the unnatural Harrow storm. As for me, I am Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. I came here on the trail of remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. They were shipped to Solitude in ancient urns. Yes, I've run into the Coven as well. The urns and the stolen remains play a part in a ritual to summon the storms. If you're willing, I could use your assistance. I need to finish my investigation of the site to see what else I can learn. I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Harrow storm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind Harrow fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters. Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
I heard that Skordild baited the giants into attacking Lower Yorgrim.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful. It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting. Keep moving! Can you feel the lingering energy? That's These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Hero Storm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them. I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the Storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue. It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual. One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple. Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items. Did you find anything of interest in the crate? I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart. Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights. These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them. I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into harrow fiends, or leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims. I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the harrow storms. And I need to confirm my theories about the storm's effects. I'll start by examining the residue from the witch pike to identify the components used to power the ritual. My alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack. I hid it among a copse of trees once I saw all the vampires and harrow fiends. Once I retrieve it, I can find a place to begin my analysis.
Let's go! I smell magic.
That's close enough, Leech.
Wait! I'm not part of the coven!
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you. House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a coven witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her. On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. Come on. If we're lucky, the witch is still up there.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
That should come in handy.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
Take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter. They exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that matched the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though. All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the Harrow Storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels. Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witchpike residue, an answer will suggest itself. Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. Be temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I'll send word when I have something to report. I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolin's a dying breed among the Nords, a practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone can help me untangle the Coven's ritual, it's her. Mjolin's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor. She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find out here. At least one who doesn't want to feed our eyes to a harpy.
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondol, but it's yours now. Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svargrim. The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the Queen's help, there's no guarantee. I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild. If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude. Hey, you and Fëanorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces. A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her. Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings to the Queen. Clever men and women are Nords with an aptitude for magic, though most use the term to refer to practitioners of the old ways. They're rare. Not the usual adepts found at the Mages Guild. Distrust of magic runs deep in Skyrim, especially out here. Could be that the elves our ancestors fought soured our taste for magic. Or maybe there weren't enough skalds singing about wizards going to Sovngarde. Might be that Nords just prefer their natural talents. Either way, magic isn't popular here.